Hello there everyone, and welcome to the Captivating Blooms Layering Guide video. So first up, I have took the large image from the Captivating Blooms stamp set and I have stamped that onto some white cardstock. I used obsidian ink to do this. I'm then going to be taking the first stencil from the Captivating Blooms Layering Stencil set, and I'm just going to pop that into place onto the stamped image that we have. Once that's in place, I'm then going to go ahead and add some ink through the stencil. For this first stencil that we have here, I am going to be using the Wisteria ink. I am using a small blending tool to do this, but you could use whichever kind of blending tool that you have and you find that works best for you. So once I have done all of that image there, we then have this small little kind of petal shape over here, and it's going to fit the one of the large flowers down the bottom. So I'm just going to pop that into place and add some Wisteria ink through there as well. I'm then going to take the second stencil. This one needs a little bit of a twist to pop this one into place. Once that is in position, I'm then going to take some of the hydrangea ink and then add that through the stencil. We do have the layering guide within the packaging, so that is going to help you kind of work out where this stencil needs to be in relation to the outline image. So once I have that done, we then have a little bit of a stem on this stencil as well. You can see it in the top there. I'm just going to twist that and pop that into place onto the top portion of the image. For this one here, I am going to be using the Shadow Creek ink just to add that little stem and little leaves through there. I'm then going to take the third stencil from the stencil set, again popping that into place within the outline. It does get easier to kind of pop these stencils into place the more that you've coloured, so this stencil is really easy to pop into place. For this layer here, I will be using the ultraviolet ink to add the ink through the stencil. Once that's done, I'm just going to twist that stencil around, and this is going to add in the little stems and the little buds around the images on this left hand portion down here. Again, I'm using the Shadow Creek ink to add in those pieces. I'm then going to move on to the last stencil that we have in the stencil set, and this is going to add in the rest of the little flowers that we have on the image. So I'm just going to pop that into place. For this one here, I am going to be using the Andromeda ink, so this is the darkest of the purples that I have in this set. Again, I'm using a small blending tool to add the ink through the stencil onto the images below, and you can use whichever kind of blending tools that you work best with. Once that's done, I'm just going to twist this stencil around and add in the last little petal that we have there, and also we have another partial petal over here, and I'm just going to pop that into place with the stencil and again go through with the Andromeda ink. Last but not least, we have the little stems over in this side here. I'm just going to pop that into place. For this one here, I will be using the Grass Fields ink just to add a lighter green there. So that is all of the layering complete on this image. We really do hope this video helps. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again really, really soon. Bye bye.